All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Kelly. Um, Excited that we're able to make this work, even given the technical difficulties. Trying to figure out how to use this new platform and stuff. But I think once we figure it out, it'll be really good for the podcast.
Cool.
It's still so new. And then I like it because we can see everybody and catch questions. I'm going to share this out since we're live.
Perfect. Yes. How was everyone's New Year, by the way?
It was good. It was really good.
Did you do anything?
I had a plague party, which
What is that?
we dressed up in plague masks and like black like dresses and stuff, and
Flags?
like dresses and stuff, and like we went to my high school's football field and like we took pictures and stuff. It was kind of insane.
I think that's really cool. That's a really creative way to spin it, since you couldn't do what you want to. I was like, wait, I'm like that's so smart. Then everybody's wearing their
well, it was only like 2 people and like her son, so
a nice COVID-friendly, safe and small gathering.
Yeah. My best friend and I just decided to do it.
That's the best way. Remind me where you live again, Kelly?
Ohio.
Because I want to see you whenever I finally make it out there, once it's all safe.
Yeah.
It's so wild. I see 4 people, but I don't see any comments. I just want to make sure I'm pulling it out.
Maybe no one said anything yet. Anyways, welcome everybody. This is our, I guess it's our 3rd interview that we're doing on this new platform. And here we have with us, obviously, Tawnie, Maddie, and then this is Kelly.
Which we're excited because we interviewed you once, but it was before we did video. So,
so now we're the video on.
To introduce yourself, because some people might not have caught that.
So, do you want me to just go into my whole story?
Totally.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So, my name is Kelly. I had a stroke when I was 11. It was an AVM. I totally lost the right side of my body. Like, I didn't lose it, but I lost the use of it. So that was difficult. I had emergency brain surgery to figure out what was the issue. They knew I had an AVM. It was a small little blood vessel broke open in my brain, and I was born with it, a weak blood vessel. So 10 days after my surgery, they put me in a coma to see if I would survive or not. There was a chance that my brain would have swollen. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
but so
yeah,
you
I had
until it bled. You didn't know that you had an AVM.
no, I didn't. And then I started occupational, physical, and speech therapy because I couldn't talk, I couldn't walk, I couldn't read, I couldn't comprehend, I couldn't do anything. This side was completely paralyzed. So yeah, I had to start all over again when I was 11.
And for brain
at a young age.
What was that?
Go ahead, Tawnie. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, what type of brain surgery was it?
They opened me up. I have a scar that goes all the way around, and they took out a piece of my skull, and they put it in a freezer, and they just not untangled, but like stopped the bleeding. My first surgery, just to see what was going on, and
Was
then
the AVM still there then?
no, it had burst.
But they were able to take it out then after it burst.
Well,
They clog it.
3 weeks later, they fixed the problem. They went back in and they did a 10-hour surgery to fix the problem and stuff like that. But they wanted, granted, it was in 1992, so like they didn't know as much as they do now. So
right.
Yeah. Sure.
I had a brain surgeon that was an adult brain surgeon, and he was on call that night at Children's, and that's who did my surgery.
Thank heavens he was there.
Yeah, thank
goodness.
Like no pediatric. He was incredible, and he is incredible. So
do you still have to go back for like appointments, like to check on it, or is it done?
I had an MRI and an EEG in November because I've been getting these headaches, and there's no tumors or whatever, but I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know, like, is it something else, or is it having to do with my AVM? So, yeah.
100%. Well, I'm glad you got scanned and that they said it wasn't to do with that. Still sucks that you're having headaches. But so when was the last time you got scanned? Like they said, you're good for until you have a headache. Do they check you every 5 years?
I have to go into my neurologist for like a checkup in March, and probably she'll be like, come back every 5 years or come back every year or whatever. Because I am pushing 40. I mean, I'm going to turn 40 next month. Whoa, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And that gives me, like, I love hearing survivors further out. Like, you had yours when you were 11. So that's how, like, oh my gosh. So
that's
many years.
38. No.
Yeah.
No. It's 31 years.
Wow. So I have a question. Do they, like, do your neurologists or anything foresee that the AVM could present a problem, like, later in your life, or has it pretty much been addressed?
They haven't really said to me, like, oh, this is going to create new problems. I've actually, like, gone above and beyond the Call of Duty when it comes to my rehabilitation, because I push myself, and I really think that has to do with something with brain injury survivors. Like, there's a thing that gets turned off or something that you just don't have that fear. And then some brain surgery survivors like say, hey, rock climbing is cool, let's try that. Like, that's the kind of shit that I'm into. And it's like half my body doesn't work the proper way, but I still want to do it, so I don't know.
I love that though. Like, I love that you don't just accept like your situation and you're finding ways to do these really cool, awesome things like rucksacking and rock climbing.
So I used to not always be like that, because early on in my recovery, I was still dealing with high school, junior high, like boys, like just random stuff. Like, I was it's been a strange, crazy journey that I've been on. Yeah.
When do you think that changed? Like you said, I know you said in high school. So when, or like, was there something that finally just clicked where you're just like,
So
and I
let me
don't care.
take you back 14 years ago, maybe. Yeah. So 14 years ago, my dad died, and that was sad. He had colon cancer, and then I got into a relationship with this guy that I shouldn't have gotten into a relationship with, but I did, and I stuck with him for 7 years. He had mental illnesses. And he ended his life 7 years later. After that, I decided, I knew that I couldn't do the stuff that I had been doing. I was like a $140, if even that, like, and I just wanted to prove to myself that I could do more than what was expected of me, because I knew my brain was strong, but I didn't know that my body was strong. So I went into a gym very recently after he committed suicide, and I just kind of said to the guys and the teacher who was teaching a boot camp class, I'm like, I want to flip over a tractor tire, because my boyfriend who committed suicide, like, he told me that I couldn't 1 month before he committed suicide, and I kind of kept that under my hat. Like, I'm like, whatever, dude, you know. But like, I wanted to prove that wrong to him, so in 3 months or 4 months, I was flipping over that tractor tire with one hand. And then, like, I got on this crazy trip about, like, oh, let's see if I can deadlift. And I started.
What else can you do?
I can deadlift. I can squat. I can bench with one arm. I've been a competitive power lifter for a while. I've retired, you know. I'm probably not going to do that anymore. I've pulled a car with my body weight.
What? I love how you just nonchalantly, like, yeah, just pull it. Like, these are amazing things. I can't even anybody, but like everything you've come through, like, dude.
Do you use both hands to do that?
What?
Do you use both hands to do that, or just your one?
No, like, I actually pull it. So, like, I have a harness that somebody, like, you know, has, and I pull the car with my body weight. Like,
holy shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, I am. Madness and intensity are brutal brothers, and I dig that. I started, you know, I know that I'm strong. My body is strong. So I've kind of transitioned into, like, this girl who hikes with a 15-pound kettlebell on her back.
As one does.
Yeah. Like, I'm weird. I'm so weird. Like,
I think that's
I knit a whole lot.
That's wonderful. It's not, I think